First of all, I want to thank my honorable teacher, Janab Maulana Muhammad Muqim Sahab Rashidin Rahim, Hamidan wa Musalliyan amma baad. सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है, देखना है जोर कितना बाज़ुए कातिल में है। ए शहीदे मुल्क मिल्लत ले तेरे ऊपर निदार, ए शहीदे मुल्क मिल्लत ले तेरे ऊपर निदार, ले तेरी हिम्मत का चर्चा गैर की महफिल में है। आज फिर मक्तल में कातिल कह रहा है बार बार, आज फिर मक्तल में कातिल कह रहा है बार बार, आए वो शौक़ शहादत जिनके जिनके दिल में है। मरने वालों आओ गर्दन कटाओ शौक़ से, मरने वालों आओ गर्दन कटाओ शौक़ से, ये गनीमत वक्त है खंजर कफ़े कातिल में है। वक्त आने दे बता देंगे तुझे आसमां, वक्त आने दे बता देंगे तुझे आसमां, हम अभी से क्यों बताए क्या हमारे दिल में है। First of all, I want to thank my honorable teacher, Janab Maulana Muhammad Muqim Sahab Rashidi, who gave me this golden chance to introduce myself and say something on the 15th August. I hope you will listen to me perfectly. Dear brothers, this is me Muhammad Zair. I am a student of Jamia Darul Ashrafiyya. I am doing here Alim course. Respected audience and beloved brothers, today on this auspicious occasion, I am going to deliver a speech on the topic of Indian Independence Day. As you know very well, it's the most important day for all Indian citizens. It's the day when we got freedom from British rule after many years hard struggle by the great freedom fighters of India. We celebrate this day every year on the 15th August for sacrifices of our freedom fighters and our ulama who sacrificed their lives for making India free. Dear brothers, today in all over India, there are every year many programs and celebrations are held for remembering of our freedom fighters. But unfortunately, the role of Muslims and sacrifices of our ulama who sacrificed their lives for freedom are not mentioned anywhere. That's why I am going to talk about the real heroes and full history of Indian independence. My dear comrades, as you know very well that before 1947, the British government used to be in India. The British came in India for trade purpose in 1608. Later they established the East India Company and became more powerful. In 1757, the first military force came in India, which was led by Robert Clive and fought against Nawab Siraj-ud-Dawla at Plassey Field. Because of Mir Jafar's disloyalty, the British force defeated Nawab Siraj-ud-Dawla. Since then, the dark days of India had started and the East India Company transformed from trader to ruler. My dear friends, after the Battle of Plassey in 1757 and later the Battle of Buxar in 1764, the East India Company became a political power and ruled separately till 1857. But after 1857 independence battle, the British Crown ruled in full power, such as the British Raj ended on the 15th August 1947. After the battle, after many struggles and sacrifices of our ulama, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh and Christians, when they all fought against British, then they had to go back from India and our lovely country became a free country. Dear brothers, today we are free and take the breath of freedom. It's because for sacrifices of our ulama, of our great ulama and leaders who fought against British, sacrificed their lives. But it's a very regret day. Today we are sad to go to Pakistan. We are said a traitor. We are considered danger for the safety of our country. My dear friends, there is a biggest misconception propagated that Muslims have divided our country and they have any role in getting Indian freedom, which is totally baseless and fully wrong. In fact, if Muslims did not take part in Indian freedom struggle, then India would never become free from British, because the real enemies of British were Muslims. It's because the British snatched political power from Muslims and Mughal emperors. Many Muslim emperors and leaders sacrificed their lives for protecting our motherland, such as the Nawaz Siraj-ud-Dawla, Hyder Ali, Tipu Sultan, Maulana Shah Walillah Mu'addis Dehlavi, Shaykh al-Islam, Maulana Hussain Ahmad Madani, Shaykh al-Hind, Hazrat Maulana Mahmud al-Hasan Deobandi, Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, etc., etc. The list is long. My dear audience, when the British found Hindu and Muslim unity against themselves, they played unfair political part, divide and rule on religious days. Let me tell you that the role of Muslims in 1857 Battle of Independence, almost 51,000 ulama were hanged. There were no any trees left between Red Fort and Chandni Chowk on which ulama were not hanged. Thousands of ulama were burnt alive and million parts of the Holy Quran were burnt. It's because they endorsed fatwa against British. Dear brothers, now I would like to ask you that how can you forget that the first person who endorsed fatwa against British and said today India became slave was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that the first person who fought against British was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that who started the first revolution for independence was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that who stood up to stop British tax in South India and said शेर की एक दिन की जिंदगी इधर की 100 साल जिंदगी से बेहतर है was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that who said खिलौना समझकर न बर्बाद करना, खिलौना समझकर न बर्बाद करना कि हम भी किसी के बनाए हुए हैं, खिलौना समझकर न बर्बाद करना कि हम भी किसी के बनाए हुए हैं, तिरंगी की फौजों में उम्मत के बतवे सर चढ़ के हम गाए हुए हैं, वो शहर आजादी को कूदे किसी चेतपन उसके पकने को आए हुए हैं was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that who said सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा, हम बुलबुले हैं इसके गुलस्तान हमारा was not anyone but a Muslim? How can you forget that who sounded the slogan of Inqilab Zindabad was not anyone but a Muslim? My dear, how can you forget those sacrifices of Muslims? Let me tell you that till 1857 only Muslims fought against British, but after 1857 Hindu, Muslim, Sikh and Christian brothers took part in independence struggle. My dear, the great freedom fighters were Mahatma Gandhi, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Subhash Chandra Bose, Tipu Sultan, Ashfaq Ullah Khan, Chandrasekhar Azad, Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, Shaykh al-Islam Maulana Hussain Ahmad Madani, Shaykh al-Hind Shaykh al-Islam Maulana Hussain Ahmad Madani, Shaykh al-Hind Hazrat Maulana Mahmud al-Hasan Deobandi, Maulana Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, etc., etc. Now I am going to begin the speech. May Allah keep India's Muslims safe and prosperous, and may India be the beautiful place in the world. हमको मिटा सके जमाने में दम नहीं, मिटा सके हमको ये जमाने में दम नहीं, हमसे जमाना है जमाने से हम नहीं हमारे।